Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sport Wrap Show. I'm your host, Ashwin Bedi, here to unpack the very latest sport news. But before we get started, I'd like to remind you to get ready for the glitz and glamour as network television presents the first ever NTV Awards ceremony. Sport Wrap is nominated, and you can cast your vote now for your very favorite news show by WhatsApping hashtag NTV Awards 2024 to 085 785 6231. And following the instructions. Don't miss the chance to make your voice heard. Voting closes on the 1st of February. Without further ado, our special segment, Let's Soccer Joel, is up next.
The Champions League. We've got the favourites, and if they're on song, well, they'll give us a bit of everything to enjoy. Well, here we go. The first of taste, and the break is on here. It's a red card. Vinicius Junior! Oh my goodness! There was space foul! Lewandowski! Oh, magnificent!
The 2023-24 UEFA Champions League. Be moved with every game live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus.
Getting into Let's Soccer Joel, the Tafolaga Brave Warriors arrived in style before the continent's showpiece tournament, which kicks off on the 13th of January until 11 February 2024. Let's have a look.
Thank you. Welcome.
Now, in a warm-up match ahead of the Afcon tournament, Namibia's opponent, South Africa, faced off against Lesotho in the afternoon. Now, the match resulted in a goalless draw, indicating a tightly contested encounter between the two teams. Now, Namibia take on Tunisia, South Africa and Mali in their 3 Group E games at the tournament in the Ivory Coast, which kicks off this very weekend. Stay with Sport Wrap as we head into the hit list.
It feels good to football with GoTV.
Works the space well and scores.
Nobody but GoTV gives you all the games of La Liga and the DStv Premiership.
This is extraordinary. Oh.
The Premier League and UEFA games that matter, and the world's favorite cup competitions. Get your Go Coder with 1 month of Super for only $799 to enjoy the football Vuma. GoTV. Love it.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Let's get into the hit list on Sport Wrap. Matabele Football Club has parted ways with head coach Nicholas Woody Jacobs, who is set to lead the Namibian national women's team. Now, he joined in August after newly promoted Matabele reached out searching for a CAF A licensed Namibian coach. They're happy to see that he had a successful spell at the club, with the team currently sitting 6th on the log, standing after 12 games. Orlando Pirates FC, who are currently last in the Namibian Premier League, and this is after 15 games, have appointed their former coach Woody after he parted ways with Matabele FC. Expectations are high, and this is for a good performance by Namibia at the ICC Under-19 World Cup Cricket Tournament, which is starting soon in South Africa. The Namibian team, sponsored by Walvish Bay Salt, had a farewell function in Windhoek late last week, and this was ahead of their departure to Pretoria. Following some warm-up matches, their tournament will officially start from 22 January with pool matches in Kimberley against Australia, Sri Lanka, as well as Zimbabwe. Our colleague journalist Andrew Poorman was at the farewell function and put together some highlights.
The first ball this guy bowled to me, and he was quite tall. I'm at 1.86 m. I think he was at about 198 or something, so quite tall, lanky. And the first ball, I didn't see much, but I felt it here somewhere. I just got past my neck. I fell down, and I just said, "Hey you, hey you." I got up, and this guy standing over me saying, you find another profession. Because we went through that World Cup and we played against guys that are some of the top players in the world today. Guys like Tuscan Ahmed, Litton Das, Quinton McCock, Lazard Williams, Travis Head, these type of players. Now I promise you right now, you guys are going to be playing against guys that might be playing Ashes cricket in a couple of years from now. Best IPL players. People like this. You don't realize it now, but you'll see them in a couple of years.
Because today, 14 months later, the product of that decision is sitting right in front of me, ready to carry the flag of this proud country. I have followed your journey closely since you were boys, for obvious reasons. But what I saw in Tanzania during the qualifiers totally stunned me. I could not believe the progress you have made physically, mentally, and skills-wise. You were miles, no, light years, better than the opposition. But what stood out to me in Tanzania was the one thing that every sports team in the world is looking for. And that is camaraderie, or brotherhood, or whatever you want to call it, but it's the X factor that you can only have when you play for more than yourself. I saw that X factor in Tanzania, and I've been around the block, trust me. And that makes me believe that we will reach the Super six stages of the World Cup. Look at how the dots are connecting. You have 4 home games. Kimberley is a lot like Windhoek. The wickets are very similar. The people are friendly and will cheer for you because they love Namibians. Your families can now afford to support you and will be there. You can even watch the highlights of the game on SuperSport in the evening. And the best of all, us, you supporters, your supporters, we can buy proper vleis for you, so you speel lekker. En dis wat julle gaan doen. Julle gaan Kimberley doen. Dis home ground vir julle. Julle gaan die wêreld laat regop sit. Want in my kop is daar geen ander opsie as dat julle na die Super Sixes toe gaan nie. Julle gaan Sri Lanka wen. Julle gaan Zim wen, want julle is beter as hulle. En moenie vir my sê julle is nie. Daar's geen ander manier nie. Ons gaan hulle wen, ons gaan Super Sixes toe en die mense gaan sê, hoe kry hierdie Namibiërs dit reg? Hulle 2,5 miljoen mense. Hoe kry hulle dit reg? So manne, geniet elke oomblik, neem baie foto's, maak memories. Oor 30 jaar van nou af, gaan julle 'n braai hou. En julle gaan 'n reunion Want daar gaan nooit weer so onder 19 span soos julle wees nie. Glo dit. Daar is nie 'n ander plek in jou kop as dit nie. Julle is die beste. Good luck. Ons is daar. Ons gaan vir julle braai. Moenie worry nie. Super Sixes, hier kom ons.
The journey how we came to this point was tough and long. 4 players in this team were at the qualifiers in 2021 in Rwanda. But we made some mistakes there and we did unfortunately not qualify. But those mistakes were not repeated this year. And we qualified and we actually reached our dreams to go to a World Cup for under 19s. What a tournament that was. Some of my favorite moments at the qualifiers is we set a total of 140 against Tanzania our first game. At that point, I don't think we had it any way for us, because at our warm-up match, they scored 210, and we did not manage to chase that. But on Junior and Jack's first ball, each is over, that they took a wicket, I realized that we really have a chance to win this. And I remember looking at the scoreboard and seeing 7 for 6. I'm like, wow, these guys have guts and grits. By standing together, we actually won that game. And it was so amazing, like, we didn't even believe it. And for setting a record, under 19 record for the lowest qualifier team, bowled out Tanzania, unfortunately. Going into the World Cup is going to be difficult. There will be mental and physical challenges that none of us have ever experienced before. But I could not have asked for a better family of brothers as these that I have in my team. We will go into war as a unit, playing for the team, our country, and the eagle. You guys are not just my teammates. You are my brothers. And we are going to fight for everything together, stand by each other all the way. No matter what it gives us, no matter what challenges we get at the Under-19 tournament. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to take this team and lead it into the Under-19 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. I thank you.
Now, cycling season is to kick off this weekend with the Nedbank Windhoek Pedal Power Race Series. The Nedbank Windhoek Pedal Power Race Series will kickstart the 2024 cycling season on Sunday, 14 January on the Dobabis Road east of Windhoek. The first of the 6 races will start at 7 a.m. at the Nampower Station entrance on the Dobabis Road, with over 300 cyclists expected to take part in the event. The organizers have introduced exciting categories, and this is in a bid to make the event more exciting and inclusive. These include mountain bike category, the school teams category, the para-athlete category, the individual category in the time trials event, and a regional event that will be hosted outside Windhoek. Nicole Spangenberg from the WPP said registration will be open until tomorrow, Friday, 12 January, with the cutoff time set for 12 p.m. At WPP, we aim to create a platform for cycling enthusiasts that is inclusive and accessible to all, with a focus on developing our members to ride with confidence, socially or competitively, regardless of their age or grade. We want the events to attract more cyclists because the sport is good for mental and general health, she said. Game Changer is up next after the short break.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
NGO Global United FC looks forward to more successful projects in Namibia. Now, after having climate kicks in Otavi, Windhoek, Walvis Bay, Ocho, Mariento, Katima Mulilo, Hobabis, Okahanja, the German-based NGO Global United MC announced that they will be coming back to Namibia this year and more years to come. Here, Brian chats to Freddy Bobic, European champion in 1996, top Bundesliga manager and chairman of the Global United Football Club Supervisory Board.
Okay, well, for this one, we are joined by Freddy Bobic, all the way from Germany, ambassador of Global United FC. Freddy, just tell us, how are you loving your time here in Namibia?
I love it, so it's not the first time I'm here, now I think the fourth time from 2010 until now. It's always great. The people are very friendly, to us, and we feel like home, Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, it's good to see you guys here again. Green Kick events is on again. It's wonderful to see. Just run us through it. Your time here in Namibia, how has it been? What did you guys do? And yeah, did you guys achieve all that you needed to?
Yeah, right. Until now, we achieve everything, So we've been to a kindergarten, to schools, to today we've been also in the morning time to a really nice school with kids, authentic kids, autism, with autism, and that was really nice to see how they treat the kids, and so we are following a lot of projects here. We are partners, and very thankful that the people also of Namibia are doing a lot of good things with the money we raise also in Europe.
Okay, well, I mean, it being said, you guys not only focus on football, but you guys focus on always giving back to the community and educating. Yeah, just tell us more what was done to educate the kids in this project.
Football is always a great thing also for the kids. They give them hope, they give them structure, they give them discipline, they give them everything. So also for their personal life. And we are glad, as former football players, professional football players, that we can give something back, So after the career, I think we have enough time to do that, And I have so many fellows, they follow us, from all over the world. That's why we are Global United with 350 ex-football football players, professional football players worldwide. And so not only in Namibia, also in South Africa, we've been in so different places, playing also a bit football, but also caring about the projects and giving the young people a chance, for the future. I think what you can say is you cannot do something better now.
Okay, well, if I'm not mistaken, I think you won the European Cup. I think that it was supposed to be
This was 96.
1996. Is that the Champions League? Was that the Champions League?
No, this is the European Championship. It's like the Africa Cup,
Oh, the European Championship. Speaking of then and now, how do you think football has evolved? If we do speak of football.
Football is totally different right now. Much faster, different rules. We have the VAR, this kind.
The VAR.
Everything and technology is coming in, I think the quality is it's not better, but they're better trained. All the countries, So we have more competitive games, to watch, and that's always you see in the World Cup or in the Africa Cup, or everywhere, So that's a good thing, Everybody is now involved in the new technologies, also bringing to football, and the players are more professional than we've been 20-30 years ago.
Okay, well, and your thoughts on VR? Do you like VR? Are you with it? Are you against it?
I don't like it. I like the natural, traditional way of football.
Yeah, it takes away from the sport. It takes away from the
Today's no VR here, I think so.
So hopefully we don't have VAR here, so that we can have some good football.
We have to trust in a really good referees here.
And I'm sure we do have those. But the projects you guys had in Promised Land, the projects that you guys had going on in Sokomoon in DRC, those are really beautiful things that you guys are doing. And just run us through it. How was your time at DRC that you guys did there? Just checking out the things. You guys did a few renovations in Walvis Bay, and you guys also painted in Naravel at the soup kitchen. So just tell us a little bit about that.
That's always great, because the whole group, they have so much joy and fun to do that. If you see the pictures, then you see how much how much fun the guys have.
Yes, yes.
And that's the point. It's not to coming here and say you have to do that. No, they want to do that. you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key. If you have a good group, and we have a great group,
Yeah.
everybody's coming with no payment or something like that. So. That's why this organization so unique.
Yeah.
Also in Germany. And everybody asks us, why are you guys doing this? We say because we believe in that. So we
Yes.
can give some hope and do something good.
Okay, well, Green Kick, can we still be guaranteed that it will be going on for the couple of years to come? I mean,
Sure,
COVID is
no,
now out of the way.
We're now from 2010 here. I think I don't know for the 7th, 8th time. Okay, COVID was a break at
Yes.
the time for everybody, but still we will come here every year.
Lovely and good to hear. Well, you guys heard it from the man himself. They will be coming back here more often, but we will be watching the beautiful game that's up next between Global United and Coastal Legends.
Enjoy.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Well, I've certainly had a good time on my first sport wrap for the year. Of course, we've got at least 50 weeks to go, and I'm here for every single one of them. I will be leaving you in the very capable hands of Ari Hochard as he takes us globe-trotting with international sport after this short break. But for me, Ashwin Bedi, cheers.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Like poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahn.
Sy sê wie hy is aan neertrek en daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
but just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one. Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. It's soccer news from the Carabao Cup, and news there is that Liverpool won their first leg game. That's in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. They played at home and they beat Fulham by 2-1. They had to come back from behind. It was Willian that scored first for Fulham in the 19th minute. It was only in the 68th minute that Curtis Jones scored for Liverpool to make it 1-1. Then in the 71st minute it was Cody Gakpo that scored the winner for Liverpool. The second leg will be played on the 24th of January. That will be played at Craven Cottage. That is the home field of Fulham. And the other semi-final that will also be, the second leg will be Chelsea that plays against Middlesbrough. That will be on the 23rd of June. Those are the four teams still in contention to win the Carabao Cup. It's Liverpool that's trying to win the Carabao Cup for the 10th time. Moving on to Dakar news, it's the Dakar 2024 rally that is taking place in Saudi Arabia. News from the car section is that it was the ProDrive Hunter driver, defending champion Nasser Al Attiyah, that won the short stage, only 118 kilometers, and it is still Yaziz Al Raji in his Toyota that is leading the car section. In the motorcycle section, it was Pablo Contranilla of Honda that won the stage over 118 kilometers. In cricket news, it is Cricket Australia that announced that Steve Smith will replace David Warner as the new openings batsman. That's in the next series for the Australian team when they play against the West Indies. That will start on the 17th of January. It is David Warner that announced his retirement. Steve Smith, not normally the opening batsman. He haven't opened any games, and in fact at all for Australia, and it will be a new experience for him. It's a bit of a surprise. Everybody thought that Cameron Bancroft, that is the leading run scorer in the Sheffield Shield, will be included in the team, but Cameron Bancroft not included in the team. He was involved also in the Sandpaper Gate scandal that was at Newlands in March 2018 and suspended for that. There's one other batsman that was included in the team, but he's not an opening batsman. That is Matthew Renshaw, and it is a 2-test series that will be played against West Indies starting on the 17th of January. Closing off today's international sports news with rugby news, and it is Jake White, the coach of the Bulls, that announced that 3 of his Springboks will rest for the next few weeks. That is a compulsory rest asked for SA Rugby for Springbok World Cup winning players. It will be Kane Moody, and also Kurtley Arons and Philly Leroux will not be playing against Bristol this weekend and will also rest for the rest of January. In this weekend, it will be the Bulls that play against Bristol on Saturday, and the other game involving South African teams will be the Stormers that will host the Sale Sharks. That game will be played in Cape Town. Currently, all the Springboks are still playing for the Stormers. They will take their rest at a later stage. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.